Te voy a encontrar, maldita sea. Dale subscription right now, my friend. Thank you very much.
It's your boy Justin, just Justin, what the fuck you know me as your I. You already know what we talking about. You'll saw the title and thumbnail. Let's get it. Also, you're probably asking yourself, damn, Butterchart, why does it look different from the last video? Or maybe you didn't even watch it. If you don't watch it, go watch it after this. If you like Kanye or want to hear me talk about music. But that's because now I'm using the front-facing camera instead of doing that other shit. Because for these types of videos, I feel like I need to look at the camera. Whereas in the last type of video, I feel like I don't really need to look at the camera. Everything leading up to the fight. They will be fighting in September because of Mexican Independence Day. The day that is actually celebrated, unlike fucking Cinco de Mayo. No.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that? I'm sorry.
We all know that this fight doesn't do anything for Canelo, or does it? I think that the only reason why Canelo's facing Berlanga is because Berlanga is a big dude. And I think that he's slowly setting up. Now, I know this is a stupid theory, but I think he's slowly setting up for a potential Benavidez fight. Now, is he gonna take it? No. But I think if anyone offers him any sort of big money, anything close, you know, like just any big bag in general, or if, you know, he's like, if he eventually decides to be like, fuck it, I'll face him, like some miracle he ends up facing him, I think that he's slowly building himself up to fight Benavidez. Even as a champion, he's fucking built himself up, because think about it, why would he face a dude that doesn't do shit? That doesn't do anything for him? You know, when you look back at this fight, you'll think like, oh yeah, that dude was annoying, and Caleb should have been the one facing Berlanga in the first place to shut him the fuck up. Even at this press conference, they was beefing. So why the fuck isn't it Caleb facing Berlanga? That's what you gonna think about it, you know, later. But I think the reason is because Berlanga is a big dude. You know, also is a big dude, Benavidez. And what was Canelo's last fight before? You know, before this? Exactly, Jaime Munguia. I think that he slowly built himself up. Because Jaime is just a smaller Benavidez, you know, think about it. He doesn't really have defense. So he's a dude who has, you know, who has speed, who has power, but he don't have the size of a guy like Benavidez. You know, he's just a smaller Benavidez, and I believe that's why he fought Jaime Munguia. I thought that back then, and I think that he's trying to hype himself up or bring himself up so he could be like, I'm facing people with attributes similar to Bena. You know, this time he's fighting a dude who is the second biggest dude in the division. Now, it's weird because when you see him outside the ring, you know, fucking Berlanga looks like a big dude. But then when you see him in the ring, he don't look that big. You know, he's bigger than everyone else he fights because, you know, he's a big dude. But when he actually fights on the night, he don't look that big. You know, it's definitely the wake up, but like, it's also kind of like, it's kind of like a weird thing. That and to be like, oh, when Canelo humbled this motherfucker, you know, to make, you know, for like those types of like moments. But it literally don't do anything because Canelo is also fucking losing, you know, he's gonna lose with the IBF because IBF is fucking base. Shout out to IBF. The IBF don't give a fuck, dude. The IBF is really about it. They're like, hey, if you don't fight the fucking mandatories, we strip you of the title, motherfucker. We don't give a fuck. So shout out to the dudes over at the IBF. They literally are like, hey, Canelo's getting stripped of the belt for fighting Berlanga. He should be fighting our dude, whatever the fuck his name is. So legit, Canelo has everything to lose, and even winning, he would have something to lose. So this is a stupid fight, I'll be honest. The only thing that people really care about is the fact that Berlanga is gonna get humbled and all the shit that Berlanga does, because he's just kind of like he's kind of like Rolando Romero if Rolando Romero wasn't funny, you know. Berlanga is one of these dudes that, you know, I mean, you all know, you know, these types of niggas that like think that they the shit for whatever reason, you know, think they the best thing since fucking pizza and burgers. for whatever fucking reason, you know, for like no reason pretty much. A stupid fight with a good build up. You know, it's like Rolando Romero if Rolando Romero never, you know, took 7 rounds off a tank, and you know, if Rolando Romero never had even a puncher's chance. Like, that's all this is. Let's be honest. This is very similar to that aspect, and the fact that, you know, even after the fight, we know, or at least I know, that Berlanga still is gonna be acting like he the shit, because, you know, these dudes will never really get humbled until, you know, they're fucking 30 and they finally grow up. And even then, they might not even fucking grow up, you know, even when they're fucking 30. Berlanga has basically 0 chance. He's the closest thing to having 0% chance of winning in a long time that I've seen in like any fucking, and anything ever. There's literally almost literally a 0% chance that he beats Canelo. I ain't even a big Canelo fan. I've never really been a Canelo fan, I'll be honest. The only thing that I like about Canelo is that nowadays he really has been showing off, you know, personality, and also, you know, some shit talk, you know, the English he speaks, you know, very broken English, but you can clearly tell what he's saying. He's done a really good job at, you know, that aspect. But I'm still not a Canelo fan, and the only fight that makes sense is to fight the mandatory, that's been the mandatory for 3, almost 4 years, that was supposed to fight Canelo, you know, like what, like a fucking year ago? You know, and that's the man Benavidez. You also got, like I said, you also got to keep in mind the fact that Benavidez was said to be his mandatory after the fucking Caleb fight. After Caleb planned, he was supposed to, you know, fight Canelo. Since then, he's fought twice. He's fought fucking Bobo Andre, who's undefeated, and then he's gone up to 175 and won a fight there, you know, to try and build his own legacy. So it's just, Canelo's just on some bullshit, and he needs to man up, because ever since he lost to Bivol, you know, he's been trying to gain the aura he had, and I mean, right at the press conference, he had aura, but when you're fighting a dude who poses like, you know, virtually bases no threat, you know, it's not, you know, a big deal. It's like a fucking 12th grader picking on a fucking 7th grader, like, you know, like are we supposed to be impressed? Like, the fuck? But yeah, that's it for today. But anyways, that's it for today's video. So yeah, like, subscribe, share, turn on the notifications. You know, if you're new or if you're not, turn on those notifications. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Like I said, please. You know, I'm finally back to recording videos because I've, you know, had a bunch of bullshit going on recently. But I'm back for a little bit. And yes, you'll still be getting the screen behind me in videos. That's probably gonna be the next video. But yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye. See y'all motherfuckers later. Peace.